So we're going to do the last one, which is we have done how many of each product was sold in 2001. We did that. Now what I would like to do is to show you how to do the SQL. So remember, SQL stands for Structured Query Language. And usually when you write queries in database, you type the SQL or Structured Query Language. But in Access, you don't need to do that. It's actually easy for you because it creates the SQL by itself. So let me show you how it is done. And I'm going to show you the SQL for how many of each product was sold in 2001, which we did recently. Okay, so that is my query 7 answer. This is what I had. Different types of products sold in 2001. So the question was how many of each product was sold in 2001, and this is the answer to that. So to view the SQL for this, see, if you click on this once, you're going to show the design view, right? This is a design view. If you click on this again, you're going to show the data view. Now, if I go to the design view and then if I click this button, there is something called SQL view. If I click on the SQL view, this is the SQL that you want to do. So the SQL is this. This is the SQL. And I'm going to type it up in my PowerPoint slide, so it'll be a little bigger for you. And I'm going to type this up in the PowerPoint slide. So you can see it much clearly. So here I'm writing select query 7 intermediate product description, and this is the thing, right? I'm selecting it from a query. Now what is, if I want to do the query 7 intermediate, the SQL for the query 7 intermediate, if I can go back and then look at the square view, and I can copy that and I can type it up in my PowerPoint slide again, and that is for my query 7. Let me make this little, okay, this is exactly what you're needing. So you can pause this and then write this, and this is the answer. Okay, so this is the query 7, and this is the answer to 8. Okay, so you can type it up and upload it. Okay, I'm going to do reports now, and I'm going to show you a simple report, and then from there you should know all the things about Access. So the report that I want to show you is revenue of products sold by description and by state. And I want you, and I will, at the end of this, I will pause it. And what you need to do is take a picture of the screen and then put it into the Microsoft Word. And I'll write the instructions and you will see the instructions also. So what I'm going to do is to create a report, and the report is going to show you the revenue of products sold by description and by state. Okay, by product description. Okay, and I'm going to upload a picture of the report on Blackboard. Okay, and this is what we need to do. And this is my fifth question. Okay, so you're going to find the answer for this fifth question in this. So let's do this. Let me save this. To do the report, I'm going to get out of this query, all the queries. I'm going to create, to do a report, I need to create a query first, which is the same as the report, and then use the query for the report. That's what we need to do. So I'm going to create a query, and this query is going to have the customer, orders, the order details, and the products. Okay, so I have the customer, orders, order details, and the products. And I'm going to download product description. I'm going to bring the state, and then here I'm going to type that expression that I typed before. That expression is going to be, I'm going to build an expression, and I'm going to use the tables. And then in the tables, the first thing is the order details, the quantity ordered, the quantity ordered times the products, product price, and that is my revenue. I'm going to highlight EXPR1, and then I'm going to type revenue. Okay, so this is my query, and this is my query, and I'm going to use this query results for my report. So I can quickly show you the answers. This is what I have. The product description state, and the revenue is not shown. The reason is that I did not click this. Now it should show me the revenues, and this is what I'm going to use for my report. Okay, so I'm going to get out of it, and I'm going to save it as query for report 1, and I'm going to click OK. So now I have this query for report 1. Okay, I'm going to create a report now, and report is actually very easy. It's not that complicated at all. Provided you have the query done, it's very easy. So here I'm going to use a report wizard. I'm not going to use a design method, but I'm going to use a report wizard. Okay, so I'm going to click on this report wizard, and here this is what I'm seeing in my report wizard. I'm going to bring all these 3 to the right side. This because I'm going to select all these 3. So I use this button here, and I'm getting everything to the right. I click on next. Here, what I would like to do is, hang on, I made a small mistake, and I'm going to go back again. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to make everything together, and I want to view my data in such a way that I'm going to group by this sorry about that interruption. So what I'm trying to do here is to create a report, and I'm going to use the query for report 1 that we created, and I'm going to bring all of them to the right. Okay, and I'm going to select all the fields. In my next one, I'm going to add any grouping levels. I would like to group them by the state. So I'm going to say in my report for Indiana, these are the things that I sold. For Michigan, these are the things that I sold. This is what I want. Okay. So now I'm going to click next. And I'm going to have the product description in an ascending order. In the summary options, I'm going to have the sum of the revenues. Okay. And I'm going to click on next. I'm going to click on next. And this is my report that I'm going to create. Report by product description and by state. Okay, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to preview this is what I have. Okay, now what I would like to do in this is I'm going to get rid of all these small things like summary and all that. To do that, I need to go close the print view, and I need to go here. See this? I'm going to delete it, and that will get everything together in one place. And I'm also going to make these things a little bigger because I'm not sure whether it'll show up all the numbers. So I'm going to make these things a little bigger, especially the revenue data to be bigger. I think everything else should be fine. So let me go and check it out. Go to my print view, and I'm seeing everything is fine except few small things that I can see. I'm seeing that all these things here has got no dollar sign. I need to put a dollar sign. Okay. So for that, I need to go back to my design view. My design view. And in my design view, I'm going to click on this revenues. And I'm going to go and hit my property. And in property, I'm going to go to the format. And I'm going to go with a currency like this. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing for my sum revenue. It is also going to be a currency. Decimal place. 2 decimal places. And in my sum of the revenue, I'm going to do the same thing. The format is going to be currency with 2 decimal places. Auto is also 2 decimal places anyways. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to view my print view. Now I'm seeing everything in dollars. All the dollars are shown. Okay, everything is in dollars and all the data is clearly shown, and this is exactly what I want. Okay, so for the answer, I want you to pause it here, pause the video here, take a screenshot and put it in the Word document, or copy that screenshot in the Word document, and then you should be able to upload the answer. Okay. Good. So now you know how to do tables, form relationships of the tables, know how to do queries, and also how to do a report. These are the most essential things of Microsoft Access. Okay, good. You can complete the ICE 10 and ICE 11 using these, and you should be good to go.